Hello, today we are going to solve Natas 15. So as soon as you load this website, you will see that there is a username, a button to check existence, and a source code. So let's first see the source code. Uh, as we can see, the source code is again a MySQL database that takes a username, checks if the username exists, and if there is even one row in which the username exists, it shows that the username exists and not the username and the password. So that's how the Natas 15 is different from the previous Natas. It only shows that the username exists or that it doesn't exist. So for now, it seems that we cannot directly print the password on the web page like the previous level. We'll still need to find the password for Natas 16. So the source code mentions a table which has username and password as attributes. Now, this requires a bit of intuition and trial and error, but we can try to see if there is a field with username Nata16 with password in the table. So we check it. As we can see that this user does exist. So for this, we'll use the blind SQL injection. Blind SQL injection is a type of SQL injection attack that asks the database for true and false questions and determines the answer based on the application's response. This attack is often used in the enumeration based databases like this one, which tells if they exist or not. So now we want to figure out the password. The way we'll do this is by using brute force for every position of the password. We'll try to match a character from A to Z, from capital A to Z, and from 0 to 9, and query the database to find out if the character is same as the character at that position of the password. If yes, we will add it to the string and check for the next digit. For this, we will use the like operator in SQL. The like operator is used in a where clause to search for a specific pattern in a column. For example, if the query is select star from users where username equal to Nata16 and password equal to ABC percentage, then it will return all rows where the username is Nata16 and the password letters with ABC. So as you can see, we will use this Python file to constantly do the brute force attack. The Python file has an unending while loop. We will pick each character from the character string and add it to our current string and check to pass it in the query. If that current string is actually a substring of the password, the response will contain the string this user exists, as we saw before. Then we append the character to our current string and break out for the loop for a fresh search for the next character. For now, I have named the script.py and it's present on my desktop. So we'll open the terminal and check the file. You can comment or not comment to see how you get responses from a post to a website using the request of Python. So we'll just run this Python file. To run this Python file, you'll use the Python command in terminal. If you are using Linux distros, most of the Linux distros already have Python installed. So if you are using Kali Linux or other penetration testing tools, you don't need to install Python, it will be there. So we'll run script.py. As you can see, it's trying with every character it can see as possible throughout the list. And as soon as a character that is correct, in which the response contains this user exists, the character gets added to the string. So as you can see, the first character, the capital T, is the part of the password. So by the end of this string, when the command has been run for every possible combination, we'll get the password. We could do this attack because there was not a limit of tries we could do for the password. This may not be possible on many major websites nowadays because they have a limit on how many times you can input a password to prevent exactly this kind of brute force attacks. So You can just wait, and by the end of it, we'll get a password for the Natas 16. To see the complete passwords for the Natas 16 and to get the Python file, you can obviously take the screenshot of the video, or as you can visit the documentation as well.